here. Just wanted to run through this trade I took today. Not the best trade, but came out green, right? Hey, listen, sometimes you make mistakes, but I've been green since ooh, drop my phone. Let me see. I've been green. I done had 6 straight green days, right? 6 straight green days out of this month, basically. Green every day this month. Oh, this week or whatever. Um, yeah, this month of January. We only 13 days in. Yeah. So um all right, let's get into this trade. So I got into some of this trade early, right? More like a lotto. Wasn't really sure if I really wanted to take it. It was early, but it seemed like it was getting some downside, right? Right around here, right? It's 1-3. And it did, it worked out. And we just continued. I kind of just held it and said, well, I'm not really worried about it. If I lose on it, I'll find a better trade. I already kind of, it was like a similar to a zero to hero type of trade. Boom, got up here, took a bigger position. That's when I ended up with like basically like 20 something contracts, right? Because I seen this SVG on an hour and I know it was a 15-minute one and an hour one. And I was like, if we get a rejection, in this FVG, we coming on down, right? Time frame continuity just really wasn't like, it wasn't strong. Volume wasn't strong. Bullet, it just didn't have anything giving bullish, right? And I sold like 17 of them somewhere in here, right? And you can kind of see that represented right here, right? At about like 20%, right? What was that? Right, yeah, like right here. Yeah, 20. I sold most of them at what percentage was I at when I sold? Let's see. Yeah, I was at about 20%, 23% when I sold most of them. 17 of them, and I had 4 of them left. And we came on down. Then we kind of pushed back up and got a little more out of it, not much. But I just throw a stop loss on the last one and say whatever happens, happens. We can go up to this higher time frame. And as you can see, it's kind of what we was, where is it at? Oh, there we go. It's kind of what I was working with today, right? And this is that candle that I rejected, right? So I mean, you can say I entered somewhere around here. We came down, and that's the difference with the 15-minute and the higher time frames. They don't really scare you and shake you out like that. If you look at that 1 minute chart, like was like, oh my God, it looked like it was such a big move, right? But when you in like a 15-minute or higher time frame, it don't shake you out, right? Because they don't get you as nervous. There's not a lot of noise going on, right? So it's like, let's just say I took a small position here. We pushed up into here, we came down, and then I added to my position, around in here, right, in an FVG, strong, right? We wasn't it? We had a gap, and I'm like, I don't see us filling a gap. The volume wasn't heavy, right? So we pushed up in here and wicked, and I took a position here, and then obviously we did a 222 reversal on down, and I got out about here, right? So, and that's one thing I use. I use those high time frames, and that kind of with how I keep my sanity while I'm in these old crazy trades. Let's actually find it on this hour time frame. And like, see, these type of rejections just had me like not afraid. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm cool. See, like, getting in here and pushing down. Now this is the reversal right here, but you got to think from 9:30 for a whole hour into 10:30, and we pushed up and pushed right back down, right? And as you can see, this is technically where I exited, right? Right. So here we go. And as you can see, I basically entered on this wick and we pushed on down and I exited. A perfect exit because obviously we reversed for the day. And I did take some calls also today. I did take some calls and sorry about that. Got a few more trades in. On this call position. I traded these all the way up to this wick, but I didn't get the full gap fill on those calls, but I definitely got like 90%, 100%. So I was just running through this trade, and even when you're looking at like the hour, right? I mean the 30 minute, which I also use, right? That's what I mean by the strat and different things like that. You got to use all your time frames, right? So as you can see, like this is my entry, right? This is my entry up here, pushed up, and I didn't really sell till we got pushed down, pushed up, and then we came back down, and all in this zone, right? We came back and took out some lows, and then we actually came down and took out these lows, right? At least this low, and then reversed back up. So, um, yeah, that basically was the trade. But this is the chart. Like I said, it wasn't the best trade. It wasn't the best setup. Um, I just had some conviction with these FVGs right here, right? Like I said, you got three of them. It was like an hour, 4 hour. So I mean, it was a pretty strong FVG that I was looking at. So I used some ICT mixed with the strat. Like I say, sometimes I use strats for my entries and my profit target. Sometimes I use the strat to stay in trades. That's just having those things in my playbook. So just a quick video how I got into this trade today, and since I posted that short, I just wanted to give a quick breakdown and overview of it. Made like $300 something today, I believe. I mean, let's see what my P&L on that day was like. Yeah, 366. So, nothing crazy, because that final number for that trade was 280. The calls, I took some small amount of calls, and made the rest. So I saw would have made more because obviously $29 went to this, and I wound up cutting this position.